Hello everyone, Tam here. Welcome to my channel. So today I am doing something completely different, and you know, I know this might not be for all of you, but I know some of you have actually um, talked about having interest in seeing this and hearing about this in the comments. So I'm pretty excited for those that do want to hear about it. So this is my first Tarot Tuesday. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is light a candle. Um, this video is coming out on Tuesday, February 2nd. And, well, I need to preface this by saying that I am by no means an expert. By no means am I like a practicing, full-on, witchy woo-woo person. I sometimes I want to be, but I am not. Um, I I am just I'm a very spiritual woman who totally believes that there is an energy that is connecting all of us, whether you call that God, goddess, divine, um, nature, the force, whatever you call it. I do believe that there is that connection between all of us, all living things, animals, trees, grass, the ocean, everything. So I kind of want to get that out of the way first. I do not do um, rituals, or besides lighting a candle and doing some deep breathing. That's about as far as into rituals as I get. Although I do meditate. I don't. Um, every now and then I'll charge my decks, my oracle decks that I have been using for years and years. I will charge them in the light of the new moon, or sorry, full moon. I do use crystals loosely. Again, I'm trying to get this out here that I am not a 100% full on um, you know, witchy woo woo-y person, but I do practice a lot of those things, and I do believe some of those things where they are connected to people, energy, plants, trees, getting outside, hands in the dirt, whatever it might be. I'm walking on the beach, collecting rocks, collecting crystals, being kind to one another, treating your neighbor, your kids, your teacher, your boss, how you want to be treated. Those are my philosophies. So with that said, I'm going to just give you a little glimpse into my tarot practice, which I've committed to starting the first of the year, and which I honestly have not been that great about. So first I want to show you, so I did join a class that I did the first week, and excuse me, I actually did the second week, but I haven't put it in my book yet. So now I need to get caught up on week 3 and 4, which I plan to do over the next couple of days. And my calendar, yeah, I haven't been, I wanted to pull a daily card. And look, we're way down here. I'm filming this on the 29th, and I have not. I did work with one of my other decks, and I did pull a couple of cards, but I didn't note it down in here. So again, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this Tarot Tuesday, is so I can be, I can hold myself accountable to actually doing some of this stuff. So when I come on camera and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, I'm actually doing it. So that's that. So because it is a new moon, here. So this is my moon journal. This was full moon, and I did this off camera, but I just wrote a whole bunch of words connected to these cards that I pulled, and then I painted over them, and I scratched into the paint, and then I glued everything down, and yeah, just made that. So this one I'm doing a little bit different. This is a digital that I got off of Etsy, and it's for the new moon. And instead of kind of going by these questions, well, so what I did was, for this one, I wanted to know what my intention should be for the new moon. So, and it actually kind of fits in with what do I wish to grow. So this would be my intention. Okay, and for that, not T, I pulled an oracle card. And I've been working with oracle cards for years. So I drew Irene, which is, she is the goddess of peace. And the card said, there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. So, so my intention then, this is kind of guiding me into, you know, to have some peace, to relax, maybe into the divine, relax into knowing that things will work out, maybe feeling a little pampered, like this baby in Irene's arms, and she has some food here, and I love that these dolphins frolicking in the background, because you know my word of the year is merriment, and so this just is reminding me to have some peace, and you know, just relax into that playfulness, and the not taking everything so seriously, which is really hard because this is a huge year of change for me with retiring. So so this card is also telling me to you know, focus on enjoying and appreciating all the blessings that I have, which I am a pretty gratitude filled person. I came from very humble beginnings. I had an extremely dysfunctional childhood, and I am truly grateful for every day of peace and joy that I have. I have a beautiful home. I live in a beautiful state. I have a fabulous husband, and my kids are amazing, and I'm proud of them every single day. And so I do those gratitudes every day. I think of those, and I speak them. If not out loud, I speak them in my head as a gratitude to the universe, for just for those blessings. So that's what this means. So my intention should be to maybe engage more in peace enhancing activities that I don't always remember to do. I have an off and on yoga practice, so maybe I need to focus on starting that back up. I have not done that since pre-Christmas, and so that would be a good thing to get back into. I do meditate every night before I go to sleep. It helps me, you know, pray. And like I said, my intentions around praying are usually around, you know, asking for good energy and vibes to be sent for those I know that need it. And, you know, I pray for, you know, my kids and just health and all of that kind of stuff. And then maybe take some sea salt or Epsom salt baths. We moved into this big beautiful house with this huge bathtub, and I've only taken a couple baths in it. For one, I'm kind of that waste generation, and I feel like filling up this huge bathtub so I can sit in it for half an hour seems a little wasteful to me. That's something I have to get over. So anyway, you know, listen to music and remember playfulness. Again, merriment is my word of the year. So these are all things that I know that I want, you know, pulling this card was just kind of an affirmation of kind of the direction that I already want this year to go. So that's really great. So then I pulled a card that was basically where I am now. And I'm still using, I should say, the oracle card that I used here was the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. I've been using these for a lot of years. I do like to use them with the moon, the new and full moon. I have a couple other decks that I'm probably going to introduce to the new and full moon, but I'm not ready yet to do that. So the cards that I got, I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but because I printed them out smaller. So where am I now in this whole, having peace and not worrying about things and things all working out beautifully? Fertility came up, and that was really baffling to me. And the book didn't really help me. It's a very small kind of little white book that doesn't, the meanings are very, and mostly it's about, pregnancy and birth, and I get that could, actually I'm not ready to glue that down yet. That could mean a lot of things. Birth of a new business, a new idea. It could be many things, but it was still I was kind of like, well, I needed a little more, I felt like I needed a little more information. So I pulled the goddess card that is associated with fertility, the goddess oracle card, and that is Ostara. And it's fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So that's really great, because pulling this card that goes, the goddess card for fertility, helps me understand this card better. Because the explanation in the book is so limited, I am able to now get some more information. So from that, I'm able to, it's more like a resurrection of the old, a new idea or venture, which all of those things are coming up. I am, trying to find a new happy medium with my YouTube channel. So yeah, all of this makes perfect sense to me now at the new moon. So it's also, still have fun, birthing new ideas, figuring new things out. And then for this one, I actually asked, not how can I bring my goals into fruition? What I asked specifically was, what could hold me back or get in the way of these things? So, okay, so what could hold me back? And I drew the Seven of Swords. And so this one was kind of easier for me to interpret. There's seven swords here, and she is trying to carry them all. Obviously, she cannot. She's not physically able to carry them all. So for me, this kind of says, don't take too much on, and don't try to do yoga and play outside and take a salt bath and meditate and pray and do. That's really overwhelming, and I do get overwhelmed because I think I can do it all, and as a matter of fact, none of us can do it all. So that was my first initial thought when I saw this card. And then when I read the meaning, it also talks about not voicing, not necessarily voicing, but maybe not defending myself. So this card is, yeah, I'm carrying all these things, and I'm taking these things with me, and I hope that these two that I have to leave behind are not going to come back to haunt me. So thinking those thoughts could hold me back from all of this this intention for the new moon, which is to not worry, and knowing and believing and acknowledging that yes, everything will work out. This card is warning me to just not have those thoughts and to, you know, keep moving forward. So I'm going to take all of this that I did here, and I'm going to start just playing around with, I'm going to play around with some inks and stencils and stamps. So what I want to do here is just do some stenciling just around the edges. I know most of this is not going to show, so I'm not getting super fancy with it. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to glue this down. Nice. So I'd be curious if any of you, you know, do any kind of, not really divination, but, you know, do you use crystals or collect them? I have always loved rocks. Oh shoot! My grandpa was a what they call a rock hound, and he would collect rocks and then cut them open, and he had a industrial type rock polisher. Yeah, well, he had a few of them probably, but I always found rocks fascinating. And when I go to the beach, I love if it's a rocky beach. You know, sandy beaches are also fun because they're easier to walk on, but I really like I like looking for rock treasures. And luckily here in the Pacific Northwest where I live, most of our beaches anyway, well, the majority of them I think are rocky. So yeah, so that's fun. Okay, so then these I'm going to put here. Should be using my glue stick for these smaller ones. So yeah, you know, do you light candles? Do you light a candle and then kind of meditate on it after you light it? Do you, yeah, I know a lot of people have sensitivity to candle scents, and I have the same, which is funny because my husband makes candles, and you know, I'll tell him straight up, I'm like, I don't know what scent you're doing, but I can't. I need to go in the bedroom and close the door because that's too much for me. I like the very mild scents or unscented. An unscented candle is just the same as a scented one. Okay, so those are going to go there. And then off camera, I'll write down kind of everything that I talked about. I'm not going to, you know, take a lot of time with doing that. Okay, so then we have, I have some of these. I have a couple of stars. So let's do a little bit of blue. Okay, and then maybe a little bit of gold. And here it is. We'll do this smaller stars. Okay, so then we're going to use some silver. Get the lid open. There we go. And yeah, this did have some gold on it. The stencil did, which I'm totally fine with. Okay. So let's see, I want to put her up here, maybe over to the side a little bit. Okay. I'll put her over here. Okay, so do have some moon. And I'm doing the dark blue because it's the dark moon, new moon. I'm going to put that right here. Nice. I'm going to do it right here too. Right here. Okay. And then I have some moon and stars. And I think I'm going to do these in this pretty purple. Okay, then let's see, I have a couple of word. I'm going to do these purple too. I think. And this is just, this is to remind me to do what I love, be playful, have fun, you know, don't get overwhelmed by what's going on. or not going on. Let what you love be what you do. Love it. Okay. So then this also applies to intention of the year. Art journey. There we go. Okay. So that's my first Tarot Tuesday. I hope I didn't scare any of you off and get too off in the weeds with you know, woo-woo-y stuff, but you know, some tarot, divination, crystals, meditating, yoga, all that stuff sometimes triggers people. And that is not my intention at all. My intention is to just share a little bit about my life and what I'm doing and where I find inspiration, and just one of my goals, which is to learn the tarot, which has been one of my goals for, I've said this before, 15 or 20 years, and I just haven't taken the time to do it. So off camera, I will fill out, you know, with the words that I said earlier, and I appreciate you watching. Understand if you don't want to, I'm totally fine with that too. So I'm doing this for me and for my own accountability, and if a few people like it, I'm totally excited, and you know, if not, I'm totally excited and happy for that too. So yeah, so have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.